¿Es todo?
Sí, ¿no?
Creo que esto no vende.
El presidente va a ganar igual, dejémonos de hueva.
¿Dónde están los presos políticos?
Basta, hay que ser más creativos, carajo. Hay que darle la vuelta a esto.
How did you first come upon this project?
The project existed, and I met Juan de Dios, who is Pablo Larraín's brother and the original producer on the project. And I said, let's do this as an international co-production. Let's make this a little bigger, and hopefully we can cross borders and inspire people that maybe have never heard of Pinochet even, as well as telling a story that is so important to Chile, but also so timely in the world today. So we just tried to make a story that was relevant in the world today without ever losing sight that is intrinsically Chilean. That's why we wanted to.
With the whole history of the movie's based off of?
Yes. I was raised in Brazil, also a dictatorship, and so until I was about 6, I was raised in the democratic transition in Brazil. My father was a political scientist that worked the theme of the dictatorship, so that story was very close to me. When I first landed in LA, I lived with a friend of the family who was the widow of a political refugee from Chile, so I am very much Latino and very much immersed in that story that unfortunately a lot of Latin American countries share.
This movie in particular that made it stand out so much to the point that congratulations on the Oscar nomination.
People are responding to the fact that, you know, it is a great film. It's a risky film in the sense that we used 80s cameras. We shot in 4:3. It's visually striking. Gael is amazing. It's a lot of talent. Pablo is great. But I think in addition to, the theme is universal and the theme is timely. And as a producer, I wanted to make a movie that would not only entertain, but hopefully inspire people beyond Chile, cross borders, and say, you know, if they could do this under a dictatorship, what can I do today for my happiness or the happiness of those standing next to me? And I think that people are responding to that need to have a voice, which is, you know, the Occupy movement, all these things that happened after we were already working on the project. I think it just validated the sense that, yes, there's a lot of people still striving for rights and to have a voice, and the power of media in promoting social change, which is basically the theme of the, you know, one of the main themes of the movie, is so right now. And you can reach so many people by pressing a button on your cell phone. So I think that hopefully it will inspire.
To go to Chile with the Oscar out of all things. I mean, just kind of like a staple, especially like.
It would for Chile. It's their first nomination in history. It would for Chile. It would for the film as well, because I think even more people would see it. Right, the nomination makes it more get more attention, more visibility, and it would to honor all of those that fought so hard for freedom back in the 70s and 80s.
Do you have any background on the actual subject matter? Like, did you live anywhere near there? Or?
Yeah, I'm very close. I have a very strong family story about my grandfather was tortured by Pinochet, so for me it was very important to get into this movie, and my role that defend, like, she was very tough. She was like saying, you can't deal with that dictatorship. How can you accept their rules? It was very strong for me because it was kind of in the name of my grandfather to do it. Yeah, but it's very important for me to represent a lot of people that is in this situation. So I'm very proud of being there.
Yeah, and also with the Oscar nomination, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
It's a broader audience now. It's able to get like a worldwide attention.
Yeah, it was very interesting when we went to New York to the New York Film Festival. So we saw the American audience connecting so deeply with the movie, and you get to. It's marvelous how movies and cinema can make us all the same, and I get connect with Korean movies or people so different, and that's like the magic, you know. It's beautiful.
Chile, la alegría ya viene.